Hey there, geometry. We are starting Unit 3 today. Isn't that exciting? Um, Unit 3 is all about similarity. So we've been talking about congruency for basically 2 units. And now we're going to take what we've learned about congruency and apply it to something called similarity. Let's start out with this warm-up. Is that the same hippo? So we have an original hippo, and then A, and then B. All right, Diego took a picture of a hippo and then edited it. Which is the distorted image? All right, that's important. Distorted. Let's get my pens going. Okay, the distorted image, and how can you tell? All right. Is there anything about the pictures you could measure to test whether there's been a distortion? Gosh, let's do a highlighter. If I just try to draw this circle of the hippo, I see that hippo A isn't a circle, right? It's an oval. And hippo B is a circle, just a smaller circle. So that's a good sign, right? So I think that if we looked at it, the original would go to hippo B because the shapes are the same, just smaller. Okay, we have a circle and a circle, and then an oval, right? So you can't be similar if you change shapes. Okay, if you have the same shape and just the size is changed, they can be similar. But if you're going from a circle to an oval, not much similar about that. Let's move on. Well, here we're examining circles, and if I go from this circle to that circle, the original circle has a radius of 1. The new circle, I have the pre-image and the image, has a radius of 1/2. So really, I have a scale factor of 1/2. This would be my scale factor, and I'm going to use that shorthand for, scale factor. Okay, my scale factor is 1/2. Now, let's change things up a little bit. If I go from the pre-image to the image, so I'm starting at 1/2 or 0.5, and my ending is 1. So now my scale factor is 2. So when I'm going from bigger to smaller, my scale factor is usually a fraction. When I'm going from smaller to bigger, my scale factor, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to say my scale factor is between 0 and 1. And when I go from smaller to bigger, my scale factor is greater than 1. All right, rule of thumb. Okay, so let's talk about sketching, stretching. So a dilation with center O and positive scale factor R takes a point P along ray OP to another point whose distance is R times away further from O than P. Lots of words, I know. If R is less than 1, then the new point is really closer to O, not further away. So if we talk about this one, dilate H using C as the center and doing a scale factor of 3. H is 40 millimeters from C. So really, I wish I could insert a segment. All right, so we have that. So that's the original. Now if I want to do a scale factor of 3, I'm going to take that 40 and multiply it by 3. When it was multiplied by 2, we doubled it. All right. That was a scale factor of 2 for that example up above. Now we have a scale factor of 3, so we are quadrupling it. So I think if I take that and I move it, oh, I'm hoping. I have not tried this before. Why isn't that working? I don't know why it's not working. Let's try one more time, and then I'll give up. There we go. So that'd be times 1. Well, oh, well, that works. So that's times 2. And if I do it one more time, that's times 3. So really, it would be h prime. And the length would be 120 millimeters. Okay. Do you guys see this? You probably did. They did it for me. Bummer. All right, now we're going to dilate K using O as the center and a scale factor of 3/4. So K is 40 millimeters from O. That means I need to make it smaller. If I split 40 into 4 equal pieces, I have 10 millimeters each. So really, if I'm a scale factor of 3/4, I want to get 3 of those. So my final length will be 30 millimeters. I don't have a good way to draw that out here. I mean, if I split it in half and split it in half again, this would most likely be, oops, O prime. Which, oh wait, let me erase that and reread the question. My super eraser out. Using O as the center and a scale factor of 3/4. Sorry. That means that we would want that to be K prime. Let me clear my throat. Sorry about that. All right. So what I want to remind you here is when we have a scale factor that is between 0 and 1, we get smaller. And when we have a scale factor greater than 1, we get bigger. What about a scale factor equal to 1? We stay the same. All right, good job. All right, so this, if we were in the classroom, we'd have so much fun with this. Dilating with a scale factor of 1/2, we can do very well with our compasses and our straight edges. Let me see if I can get a GeoGebra thing set up for us. Be right back. All right, I tried to reconstruct the snowman because it looked like a snowman to me from your curriculum. And I'm dilating a scale factor of 1/2 from point, well, it says point P, but we're doing point J. So I think if I just find the midpoint, I'll be able to do it. So basically what we see here, I've got J to K. So I need to be able to construct another circle halfway down the segment from J to K, so halfway point. I've made a point at point A. Sorry, I've made a line through point A, K, B, C, L. So I think I can do it. If I find the midpoint of each one of these segments, I'll be able to figure it out. Now the hands I haven't measured, and they have way too many construction lines for me to do that here. I don't have a pencil and eraser, but let's go ahead and do, let me find the midpoint, transform, segments. Of course I won't be able to find it. Midpoint, there we are. So we want to find the midpoint from J to K, right? Oh, that's not a segment. Okay, undo that. Sorry, that's a line. So I need to make a segment. Okay, GeoGebra is very particular. So I just made segments. So now I'll be able to find the midpoint. There is no midpoint to a line. Do you know that? A line is infinitely long, therefore I cannot find a midpoint of it. I can find a midpoint of a segment. All right, so now what I want to do is construct a circle. Oh, I need to put a line through there. Well, that should work because that's still a radius. Yep. Let's do another circle from O to that one, or it could be to P. All right, we just shrunk the body of the snowman. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to do just a few more. I'm going to erase all of these. Trash. Oh, it might delete my, let's try it. Okay, it worked. Let's try this one. Okay. Trash. Trash. Okay, cool. Okay, we're going to shrink a few more things. And this time I'm not going to draw lines through them. I'm going to draw segments through them. All right, let's shrink the arms. So I want to go from here to here. So I'm shrinking from center J. Ooh, that's going to get messy. Let's not do that one right now. Okay, you're going to help me remember I didn't do that one. Ooh, that's going to be messy too. All right, so I'm going to shrink those arms. So if I have I, H, and G and I go halfway down, I should be able to find the new points to construct it at. So J-I, cool, J-H, and we would be doing this with our compass and straight edge, and it'd be much harder. Okay, cool. Now these I got. There's the arm. I didn't draw those arms to scale very well, did I? And then here, I'm going to need that segment, aren't I? All right, so let's do that midpoint. I love that you guys are just watching me construct. Okay, so now I want a segment from T to U. And then I can delete a few things. Okay, let's get that other segment drawn. Now I need to do F. Midpoint from J to F. And it'll give me the arm segment from U to V. It's going to be so cool. We did it. All right, we shrunk it by half. Okay, cool. I'm going to stop here and go back to the curriculum. All right, we see here I copied this from the curriculum. It's the finished product of what you actually had in your book. And it looked just like mine, right? All right. So here we're actually getting, well, nope, here we're getting smaller also. So what's important here is K is our scale factor. So for this one, my pre-image is A, sorry. My pre-image is triangle ABC. And then we shrunk it. A prime, B prime, C prime. Therefore, our scale factor, I'm going to use K this time, is between 0 and 1 because we got smaller. See if there's something else that I want to teach you about that. Dilation, center P, and positive scale factor K takes, got it. Yeah, that was it. I did it. Okay, in your curriculum there is a bunch of summaries and stuff, so make sure you look at that. Good job today.